Hey, what's up, guys? I don't know how this is possible, but the rank 4 player in the world has built a Golem deck with Battle Ram, and he's beating everyone. People complain all the time about the meta being the same thing. This insane strategy baits out the opponent's building with Golem, allowing you to do dual lane pressure with an evolved Battle Ram on the other side, or behind the Golem as a bodyguard, so you can bash and crash the opponent with the Ram as much as you want. And it's kind of comical how many bats you'll be able to stack up with the minions, the Night Witch constantly spawning them, and the Elixir Collector advantage, allowing you to pump out as many units as possible. It's time to bridge together two strategies of Golem and evolved Battle Ram to break the bridge with our spam and assert dominance. And big Battle Ram love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. One last kiss. Well, sir, I think we're going to be kissing your tower quite a bit with our bats. Usually, if we can get our Elixir Collector early on, it would be amazing to cycle in the middle because we can prevent any miners. We are able to deduce where the pathway is going, but homie decides to have Earthquake. This is why we can't have nice things. He is ruining our solitude and just sitting here in a serene state of calmness. You know, he's ruining me. He's ruining me. I got to go Zappies in the back, and maybe there's a shot that I'm able to break through a Hog Rider defensive deck. But usually, the way that you need to do it is go for a Battle Ram Evolution and get them to cycle the cannon at the wrong time. There's very distinct shot that I lose this game very badly. But maybe there's a chance that this OP deck is as overpowered as the rank 4 or so player in the world is showcasing it to be. I don't know. I have my doubts right now, but maybe we'll be proved wrong. I'm going to go for bats here, and then I can't Elixir Collector because it's going to get Earthquaked every time. I need him to go in for a rail delivery on the wrong stuff and allow me to get in for a good Golem. I'm going to go for minions as well, and honestly, I think there's a shot that we get something good here rolling here. If I go and cycle my Zappies and split them, I am one cycle away from getting a Battle Ram Evolution. And then after that, I can coincide that with my Bats Evolution, so I have them at the exact same time. There's a shot that I got the peak brain rot play here, guys. I won 4 games playing this deck. Didn't put them in the video because they were a little bit too easy for me. And this is way more of a challenge. This is a good first game of the video. I really want to win it, all right? Come on, Clash. Let me not lose the first game of the video today. Let me win. All right, I'm going to go Golem because we're going to be able to body block for the Night Witch for quite a while. And I have both evolutions stacked up. There's no way he doesn't go delivery. He's got to go delivery here. He's got to go delivery. Then we just hit him up with the minions. The filet mignon. Okay, he's not doing it. He's actually just diabolical. This is insane. Well played on his end. I just didn't want to feed the delivery, so I'm not going to go minions into that. I'm also not wasting my bats. So if you guys are noticing, I'm cycling cards that I typically wouldn't. All right, we're going to go bats now, and then I go Night Witch on top. This kind of sucks, but it's a necessity. They are going to get wasted in this particular moment, just because the Archer Queen is so dang strong. I can now cycle my Golem and not get super scared about it because we are able to clean up the Night Witch, bats, counter of the Archer Queen. And here we are. We're in a spot where we have the most important recipe of the deck. Having the Golem and also the Ram. Without the Battle Ram, we have no plan. We have no party. We're just planted in a situation where we 100% lose. I'm also going to cycle the Night Witch early so we can get more. Maybe I can go in for like 2 Golems and also a Battle Ram. This is super, super silly, but I got to try it. We're going to go in for a secondary Golem, and I still have the Evolved Battle Ram. I bet you he goes in for a delivery on this. He's got to go delivery. He has to. There's no shot he doesn't. All right, we're going to go minions. We're going to go Battle Ram. There's the delivery that I was anticipating. Let's send it here, boys. This is our time. This is why we spam. There's no way he's stopping that. That Battle Ram and bats and minions, they got him. Let's go. Just one parade push is all it takes. You get them to go in for a bad delivery and you punish them instantly. I got to keep it a buck with all y'all. Every matchup against Earthquake is going to be miserable. If you look at the earlier games, it was all W's. I didn't put them in the video because they were way too easy. And for the first game of the vid, I mean, beating an Earthquake deck and getting 6,000 in the world, it feels pretty good. I'm feeling like we're going to have solid momentum for the rest of the day. So we have cut out an excessive amount of games today because they've been way too easy. People just fall flat when they don't know what they're doing against a Battle Ram. But I think that we're going to start playing against better players since we've been beating everyone we've been matching into. And fortunately for us, we got a good start with bats. So I think I'm going to split them this time just because I'm a little bit more scared about Mother Witch potential. More often than not, people don't be playing Mother Witch anymore. It's not a card that you be seeing very often. But when it happens, it really sucks when all the bats are on one side. All right, I can go for Battle Ram as well just because it seems like this guy's running a beatdown deck. If he's chilling with Princess Tower and not cycling stuff, the likelihood of him running a deck that's extremely successful in the late game goes up a lot. So I just don't want to give him the opportunity to get to late game because I'll be a D1 hater of this deck. Graveyard, wow. Graveyard in single without even knowing what you're playing against is insane work. Because if you lose the graveyard skeletons to minions and you get no damage, and then we can elixir collector safely on the other side, you're not able to poison the tower that you want because it's like very far away. Your poison can't teleport on the tower that you would like to. And I might even be able to go for a golem because your win condition is 4 cards away. If you have dropped a graveyard and I don't have to worry about you applying pressure, I can straight up send it like a moron. Alternatively, we can go and cycle to another elixir collector, which honestly I think is the better option, because more often than not, if opponents don't have executioner, you kind of are going to get a great matchup if you can spam enough Night Witch bats. And I'm going to send this right now. I'm going to send the Night Witch early so that I can accumulate more stuff on the left side. Then I'm going to go in for minions before the bowler crosses. And then I'm also going to go in for an elixir collector at 6 elixir. Because I know for a fact that he is going to lose everything on our side of the arena and get no value whatsoever. And then he still has to deal with the minions and the Night Witch. Yes, sir! Look at those minions. I've scraped together more damage than his graveyard. And I literally just used minions for that. So I do think I'm going to eat the damage, and I'm going to go directly into the Golden Knight because that's where he's bound to build up the bigger push. That's where he's more incentivized to go in for the graveyard. And if he cycles Zappies, I'm totally okay with that too. Usually, the Zappies will be a big threat here because they're going to slow down my stuff. But hear me out for a second. They might help me because he doesn't have the bowler and he doesn't have the Zappies and cycle. I might just send it really hardcore in the right side and go in for a Night Witch there too, and maybe even more bats. Because I don't really care necessarily that much about the golem. I care a lot more about just taking the tower. If there's another cheesy way of winning the game, it's more fun for me too. So I'm going to go Battle Ram and I'm going to go minions. The golem was just a distraction all along, brother. It wasn't anything that mattered. And the bowler missed the Battle Ram. Let's go. Imagine having freeze bowler and just getting overrun by Zappies and Battle Rams. This was insane. I've got the 6 Zappy cycle here. And I've got a Battle Ram ready to pencil trade you, dude. Oh, you must be tilted after that one. And that win puts us at 5,800 in the world. So we're greeted by Mr. 10 out here, and hopefully his IQ is 10. Maybe not a 10 out of 10 defense. We're hoping for the fattest failures in the world. We're gonna go for Elixir Collector and the left side just because I see Rage. It's more likely to be a deck that's more beatdown oriented, so I want to drop my Elixir Collectors in the back instead of in the middle. If you drop it in the middle and your opponent's got lightning, there's more reach for them to lighten on the Elixir Collector and your Night Witch on defense. So it's going to be a Pekka deck. That sucks for me. Maybe the minions are able to do enough damage to the Pekka that it won't really matter that much. Honestly, I do have Zappies. I think I might be okay. We'll see what we can do here. I'm going to cycle my Zappies in this spot. There's a high shot that he goes in for a Fireball, and he lets my Zappies just, you know, die to that? I don't know. Wait, what? He's... Okay. All right, fine. You want to cycle your Zappies hugging the tower more often than not because they're hugging the tower. They don't fire at the exact same time, so they stun at different moments. So you don't have the stuns overlap for maximum stun potential. I like that a lot. Also, I might just straight send it because I don't really care that much, to be honest. And I think this is going to work. More often than not, if you're up a lot, the opponents are going to be scared and they can't necessarily Pekka. If he zaps on the other side, I'm just going to go in for a Battle Ram as well. Oh, what a sick deck from our dude here, guys. Homie is absolutely putting the pain to me. He decided to play the most annoying combination of cards he could ever put together. Bro, literally putting Goblinstein, Pekka, and a Fisherman all in one deck against my Golem strategy. This is what ladder does. I'm telling you guys straight up. This game, you might feel it's fair sometimes, and other times it is literally giving you the hardest possible counter. You might think that there's a 50-50 shot of you not facing Brain Rot, but there's a 100% chance that Clash Royale is going to do this stupid strat dance where they just give you the cards that you don't want to see. And it's okay. I mean, that's how the game works, but it's not what I signed up for. At least what I thought I didn't sign up for. Anyway, I'm going to go for our bats pretty early on. I just want to suck up the Night Witch bats as well and hopefully get some value here in dual lane pressure. Going to be difficult, but he's cycling Goblinstein, so I think he's fumbling the bag a little bit. We'll see. If I go arrows, maybe I can kill those rogue ghost things a little bit faster. We'll see. I mean, those dying is huge. I think I can maybe send another golem at the bridge. It seems weird, but I mean, I have another elixir collector, so if I set this up correctly, I might just straight win the game. Ah, now it's going to get pulled. That sucks. He's got another Pekka too. You know what? What if I just send it a little bit harder? What if I just send it a little bit harder, guys? And don't go into Goblinstein. No, I'm going right into Goblinstein. Even though I had an insane amount of elixir, even though I thought that my pressure was really good, it wasn't good enough. We just straight up played against a hard counter. So I gotta play perfect. I absolutely have to play perfect if I want to win this. I think the start was super phenomenal because I found an opportunity, but even as arrows, like, I don't even know how you build a deck like this. I don't know how you have arrows and Goblinstein in the same deck. I genuinely don't understand. It seems like it would be better to only have one or the other because Goblinstein does the same thing pretty much. All right, we're going to send this minions. And like you're able to kill minion horde and stuff with Goblinstein, and you're also able to do it with arrows. That's why it doesn't make sense to me. I wonder if the minions can just lock on the tower. I might be able to win. I mean, that's good. I'll take that damage. Go Night Witch here as well. I think I got to go like Golem into this. If I don't straight lose. Yeah, he's got a Battle Ram, mate. This is brutal. I need the bats to do work here. I need the Night Witch to put in work as well. I think I just lose though. Genuinely, there are certain situations in Clash Royale that I look at the game and I'm just like, how did this guy create this deck? I mean, my deck's weird and stuff, but I don't think you're 10 IQ. You might be 10 million IQ. You might be able to prophesy the future and see exactly what you're facing against. Or I maybe got sniped. Either one. I don't know. Because legitimately, that has to be the hardest possible counter in the history of Clash Royale. If you guys have seen a harder counter or can build a harder counter to my deck, let me know down in the comment section. All right, we're playing against someone with multiple 20 wins that is way lower than us in trophies, and we are super hoping for a good matchup. We play against someone that's going to steal all of our medals and also just be pretty good at the game somehow at lower rank. It would be a tough one. It would be a tough pill to swallow, especially after the last match with the opponent playing Pekka, Goblinstein, and Fisherman, Exodia against our Golem deck and Battle Ram, because we're just trying to bait out buildings. We're trying to pummel our opponent when we get the right spot. So the fact that he used Lightning makes me think about all-inning with the Golem Night Witch and sending it. I don't think it's like the smartest play. I am up one elixir without Lightning on the elixir collector, but I don't know. I could drop the Golem here. If I do send it and I play really aggressive into a Goblin Hut, there's a chance we just lose the game. Like, this is a risk-based strategy. It is not high skill compared to the other gameplay that I've been doing. You know, sometimes I play cycle decks. Yes, maybe the first game it was like a little bit of macro and you like figure out the right moment to go in, but this is a bit more degeneracy, if I do say so myself. Okay, he's going to try to go in for a graveyard enemy for sure. I'm going to let the baby dragon lock on, and then I'm going to go for minions and bats, and I'm just going to try to eliminate the baby dragon before he gets any ideas of being frisky with a NATO or spells. Battle Ram did a lot of damage to the tower, so we're back in business, and I'm glad that I did dual lane pressure so then he didn't have the elixir that he wanted. And of course, he's going to use Tornado on defense, but could have done that on offense a long time ago if I didn't apply pressure. If I hadn't been big brain enough to go for the Battle Ram in the right lane, I think we would have just straight lost. I mean, again, this is very gimmicky for us, like playing Elixir Collector and hoping for the right moments here to all in. These are the type of moments that we do not want to see. But, I mean, that's why this deck is played. You got to have fun once in a while. All right, we're going to go for a Golem directly into the Baby D. And the Baby D is going to die to the Princess Tower. So this is good. He doesn't have NATO. He can't, like, redirect the Baby Dragon to be belching on our tower or anything like that. We go Night Witch pretty early so we can start spawning some bats up in here. And I could go Battle Ram. Not really going to bypass and go on the tower, but I don't want to go directly into the bowler, and I definitely want to go bats here, and I would like to kill the Valkyrie. He's not going to be to the Valkyrie Evolution, so like, our game plan is dual lane pressure as much as possible if we can. It's not going to be easy. It's not much, but it is honest work. And wait, how? Huh? Oh, okay. All right, the dual lane pressure did a lot more than I thought. I thought I was going in the right side, but apparently it was the right decision to go in the left lane. All right, buddy. Okay. Sure, if you want to do that, that's fine. And also, another cool trip and trick, if you guys didn't know, minions like this, it outranges the Electro Giants. The Electro Giant is not going to be able to hit the minions. Notice how the minions are not dying to the E-Giant? That's a pro tip that most people do not know. Electro Giant does die to minions after the nerf to Electro Giant and the buff to minions range. It's just, you know, Electro Giant's good, but it's really bad in specific matchups. And even if you don't have Zappies in cycle, you can use that pro tip and trick using the minions against Electro Giant to somehow defend without losing your tower. Okay, Toxic Army, our deck is your leader. So I'm going to be your deleter as well. If I'm able to get bats or minions paired with an evolved Battle Ram, that's the game plan. That's the maneuver. That's how we make moves. So I'm just going to go and cycle our minions and usually get an advantage if our opponent wants to play aggressive into us. And if not, I'll just casually cycle my bats. We're not going to care about the bats because we see Royal Ghost. It's probably a Royal Giant deck. Yeah, I'm going to say Royal Giant. I'm calling it after seeing only a couple cards. No win condition, nothing else present. But I know that he's going to give me the present of an RG at the bridge whenever he gets an opportunity. So I'm going to cycle my Elixir Collector on the right side, probably bait out a Fireball. Hopefully, train to get a fireball from our guy. And then, yeah, I mean, if that happens, I might even be able to pull the hunter with a battle ram. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but you can kite ranged units. It is possible. It is funny too. Look, the hunter does hit us, but it's like it's trying to hit other stuff. It's not able to touch my battle ram. There's the type of plays that you can pull off and get better trades because, you know, you can play aggressive with a card that's going to force that extra elixir like the fisherman. And I mean, there's no fisherman in cycle. It gives me another opportunity to go for the golem. So we're making big plays here. I think this is a little bit more risky, obviously, but I'm about it. I just like playing like this whenever I get the chance to. I'm going to get bats down here. Great electric spirit by our opponent. Honestly, credit where credit is due. I got to give them a well played. If people play well, they deserve that. You know, you got to put some respect on their name. But also at the same time, if he goes in for a fisherman, he pulls the battle ram, he better give me a well played too. Okay, I'm not getting a well played here because it didn't work. Wait. It kind of worked. Wait, it kind of worked. I'm not going to lie. It worked a lot better than I thought it would. The dual lane pressure. Let's freaking go. Wait, that's another dead fisherman. All right, let's go. Let's go. This is hilarious. Oh no, that's going to hit my tower. That kind of sucks. I mean, that's part of the game, right? That's just how it works. That is literally what we signed up for here, eh? Is there any way that I can set up another golem and not die? I do have evolved bats, and they don't die to electro spirit, so he's probably going to RG other side. He's not going to have the support that he needs. I bet you has to fireball. It's going to be a weird one right now. He's going to electro spirit. Let's go Night Witch early. Go Night Witch early. Let me just go bats on the hunter. I think sending this like this is wild. But it will work. It will work. Just trust me, guys. Source, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. All right, if he fireballs, I go Evo bats after. Come on now. Evo battle ram. The Golemites are protecting it. This is the real Golem. The Trojan horse, if you will. And we are horsing around. What is happening with this deck? I legitimately do not understand how the games work where I just have a million flying things. I got the bats and the minions, and I got the Walmart minion horde here. The evolved minion horde, if you will. Ram the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.